Hey, what's up gamers? This is Mystic. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own magic treehouse. You know, the one they had in the prehistoric bundle? Well, you can't get the prehistoric bundle anymore, which means you can't get the magic treehouse anymore, at least until they come back with one of their specials. But I'm going to show you how to make your own treehouse. And to do that, you're going to need a list of materials, such as these crated jelly beans, or you can use crated jelly beans, crated pumpkins, any of the crates, except for you can't use the crated chickens and you can't use the reinforced wood crate because they won't stack. And to do this project, you'll need 14 of these crates, jelly beans, pumpkins, what have you. You'll need, let me show you what the names of these are. You'll need the flat wooden platform. Now you get these out of the crown shop. You can get these for gold. I think it's 1,750 gold instead of crowns. That's another thing I forgot to mention about this tree house. This is going to be mostly crowns free and mostly cash free. So you'll be able to build this with pretty much stuff in the game. Pretty much. I'll show you the exception later on. Alright, you'll need a bunch of these long blue runners. I'd say just grab 20 just to be sure you've got enough. And the same thing here with these small purple rugs. I buy just a gang of these. You can get these from the furniture vendor in Crocotopia. I think his name's Eric. Or you can get them at the bazaar sometimes. But you'll want to get them at the furniture vendor in Crocotopia because they're generally cheaper there than they are in the bazaar. There's usually only a few of these, and whenever there's a few, the price goes up, of course. The long blue runners you can get in the bazaar all the time. Everybody throws them down. Some people use this small blue trim rug instead of the purple rug, but I prefer the purple rug because it's more versatile whenever you're building. You can turn it different ways and get it to set on other rugs a lot easier than you can this small blue trim rug. The small blue trim rug is more common in the bazaar, and if you absolutely can't spare the gold for a small purple rug, use those, but your building will be tougher. I've got some rails here that I'm thinking about putting up just as a final decoration type thing, but these aren't really required. Cloth thin segment. You can use any kind of railing or decoration you want. At the end of this, you'll be able to use any kind of decoration, whatever that you want. All I'm doing is showing you how to make the treehouse itself, the basic treehouse. Decoration is totally up to you. You'll also want at least one. It doesn't have to be an insect tablet like I have here. It can be a small stone or anything. You'll want one object like that, and the reason you want this is going to be a marking object. It's going to allow you to move the main feature of this, which is the large willow tree right here. You can get that pretty much any time in the bazaar. It comes out of, oh, what is it? It's one of the packs it comes out of. I think it's the same one with the Avalon stuff in it. Anyway, you can get that at the bazaar as well. Alright, so this is what we're going to do here. You'll put your tree where you want to have your tree house at, and then you'll put your small marking object right next to it, you know, in some area where it's conspicuous. Like I did it right by this little tiny, you can see this tiny little bush right there in the middle of the screen. The reason that you're going to do that is because you're going to move this tree while you're building stuff, and then you're going to move the tree back to the exact same spot. So that's what your marking object is for. Next, you're going to put together your rugs, as you see I have here. I'll take a small purple rug. For those of you who do not know much about rug lich, just like I did there, and you'll make a bunch of those like I have here, because you'll be using several of them. And then you'll take your crate, like so, put your rug on it, like that. Make sure that both pieces of rug, the blue one and the purple one, are touching that crate. Then you'll pick up the front crate and stack it, just like that. Now I'll show you here what I've done. I've got 4 stacks of 3 crates. Okay, and then my last stack is only 2 crates. There's a reason I have exactly 14, and that is up in that tree canopy there's a skirt or a ring that you can't see from down here, and 14 crates is the exact number you need to just barely float over that skirt, so when you put your flooring up there, you don't have a big bunch of greenery sticking up through your floor and kind of mussing up your effect. So you'll want 14 of those crates stacked, just like I have here. 4 stacks of 3 and 1 stack of 2. And then you'll move them over to your tree area. Just kind of generally in front of it. What we're doing with this is getting yourself up into the tree canopy. And plus, you'll be able to use the crates and the rugs later on with whatever other building projects you might want to use or do. Okay, over here, stack it just in front of that blue rug so that whenever you go up, it'll hit the next rug. So it's like a stair step effect. And there are other ways, yes, most certainly there are other ways to make these stair steps up into this tree. But I'm just kind of showing you the most fast and efficient one that you can use. And you'll be able to reuse your materials later. So you have to stack it right in front of that. Just give you like a little bit of room on that, a little bit of blue rug showing. You see how I've done here. Just a little bit of blue rug showing. And you pop the crate down. Up here. Move this. And go up. Same thing. Oop, I went up a little high. Just about like that. And your final stack. And this is where it gets tough because you get up in this canopy and it's kind of hard to see. So you got to be careful where you're putting it. You turn and you got to kind of guess a little bit, but you can turn it so that you're inside and it's a lot easier for you. That should be right about there. Now you can occasionally turn your placement tool off to see where you're at. Now you see, this is what I mean. Where I'm at right there, it just barely gets me above that green skirt. You can put your floor lower, but you'll have a big old green ring in the middle of your room. And I mean, you've already got the branches here, and that's bad enough. You can't really move them. But that green skirt makes it just look all terrible. So those 14 crates get you just barely above that green apron, I guess you'd call it. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to come out here for a minute. Because this is such a huge, nice area, I'm going to add one more combination of rugs, a pair of rugs. Let me jump off. That's the easiest way for now. I'm going to add one more pair of rugs before we start putting floor in. Okay, up, and more up. It helps to pre-prepare those rugs all ahead of time. That way you can get yourself up here and not fool around quite as much. Okay, close that out so you can see it. Oops, and fall off. Oops, 2 broken legs. Anyway, let me get myself back up there. Hop back up. All right. Now, I'm going to make my own tree house, the flooring in this. I'm going to keep it all inside the canopy. So it's a nice little kind of secret. You can't see it from down on the housing area kind of place. It's going to be a nice little secret kind of cozy cubby thing where if you stick the floor too far out, it'll stick out past the canopy and people will see that there's something in the tree and want to know. Believe me, they'll want to get up there and find out. If they can't see it if they can't see what's there, but they know something is there, they will pester you mercilessly to get up here. But I want a small kind of private little cubby hole, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump off here, and this is the hardest step that we're going to have right here coming up. The single hardest step of this whole building project, and that is. And then after that, it's going to get really easy. Move myself out of the way. Put that right in the center. This is what I'm doing. Again, with this decoration, you can change this around. That's the best part about this Magic Treehouse is that you get to customize it how you want to have it, rather than it's got a nest with 3 eggs and that's it, and you can't do anything with it. There we go. And we'll click move, and we'll carry this up there. Sorry about the key clack, guys. I can't help it. You have to use the keys when you're doing this. And you want to position that. In my case, I want it inside of the tree canopy, so that it can't be seen. But I want to have as much floor space as possible. And this is a really tough bit of guessing because when the move tool is open like this canopy is really thick and you can't see through it very well. You have to guess where it's at, or else I can't see. Actually, I can't see. I've got it in red. I can see that I've got the rug in red, but that's it. All right. I think I've got that out there where I want it. Let's close it down and take a look. Oh, yeah, I did just fine. It's not quite sticking out of the... I could have gone like maybe one more even. But for the purposes of this, I won't worry about it. I could have probably gone one more even out that way. Let's see. Yeah, because that'll end up being about right anyway. Okay, so now comes the easy part. Now that you've got your first platform placed and you know where things are going to go generally inside that canopy, you can move the tree out of your way, because building through that canopy it can be done, but it's tough. All right. Now, the next thing that's going to make this easier, and some of you guys may do it, some of you may not. We'll see how it goes. Some of you may build steps up to here. But like I said, I want kind of a nice private, quiet canopy cubbyhole thing. So I am going to use a teleporter. Put it right there. So that when you port up here, you can see what's going on. And for now, just for the purposes of building, I'll put my teleporter down there on the field. Now, whenever you're building like this and you have a teleporter like that comes up here, say you've got a party at your house, but you want a few private moments to yourself. You can pop into that teleporter, pop up here, and then bring the teleporter up here with you. Basically, it's like having a rope ladder that you could pull up that nobody else can come up. Which is, again, whenever you want to have a private moment, that's nice. All right, so we've got that done. Now I'm just going to jump off again, break some legs. The next step will be the other pieces of floor. So what I'm doing with that is this. I'll want one rug this way. Excuse me. And then I will take another one. Do it right. And put it that way. And another one. And this will let me put the next platforms on. Now, I need my spotted half rug out of there. The spotted half rug is probably my favorite rug out of all of these, because it will let you put objects up there. See how I'm turning this purple rug? And then you can take all the rugs away and not burn up item slots. Make sure whenever you touch the purple rug to the spotted rug and you go to pick it up, that you touch the purple rug and not the spotted rug, because if you grab the spotted rug and pick your platform up, and defeat your whole purpose. All right, let me get this other rug out of my way. And this purple floating rug by itself you can move no problem. The spotted half rug is the one that we're using to move these platforms around. Let me see where I need to go with that. I need to go just about the middle of that again. You'll have to position and reposition these platforms a couple of times before you set them. You'll have to position them on that spotted half rug a few times to get it to come out how you want. See, now it sits on there, but it won't go to either side. And I am off of the middle just a little bit, maybe one spot off. So you put it back down, and I'll move it that one spot over. back up here. Make sure whenever you set these rugs or set these platforms that you are lining up the edges of the platform. See how I've got like a little glitch where they join? You'll want to do that because if you pull it one more out, you'll have a gap in the floor and you'll be able to see through the floor. And it doesn't look right. Okay, so we set that one that way. And then we take our purple rug. You'll have to turn this one to the side, I believe. There we go, just like that. And you'll pick up that and get it out of the way. Same thing with this one. And you got your platforms free and clear. Pick it up again. I'm going to pick up a bunch of this stuff that I got down there, cluttering up the place. Pick it up, pick it up. You'll end up with a lot of clutter, trust me. All right. Okay, so move this one there. Now again, you're going to have to refit this probably a couple of different times because it'll be luck if you get it in the first try to sit just right. See what I mean? I've got mine there, but I've got a gap in the middle of the floor, so I've got to go over to the right one more block. What's good about these platforms too is the board pattern that they have makes it very easy for you to keep track of where you've placed stuff and go over it one more. It's not like a flat, unmarked board where you have to guess again. There, see, there you go. I got that just right. There we go. Excuse me, I'm a little bit dry-throated today. I might sound a little bit growly. Okay, there we go. See? Now I've got a little bit of glitch in the floor, but I don't care about I don't care about those lines when it comes to have my own treehouse. That's okay. You have those glitch lines whenever you move. I mean, it's just because you join two things together that weren't meant to be. And it's better, and I think it's a lot better than having a gap in the floor. All right. Now, I will take my purple rug, turn it, put it right there, and pick this mess up. Same thing again with that spotted half rug. Get it out of there. Come on now. There. Didn't want to come for some reason. Excuse me. Pick this up. Now, what I'm going to do, this platform is going to be mighty big, so I'm going to get down and move this setup backwards a little bit. So I'm going to pick these up. It won't hurt anything if I do. Have me floating in the air. Pick this up. And we'll move this back some. Oops. Grab the box, buddy. There you go. Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess it's close enough that it moved that rug, too. All right, let me move this out of the way for a minute. There. If you try to pick up something with something... if you try to pick up a glitched item that's underneath another glitched item, it'll pick up both glitched items. So you want to be careful how you're doing it. If you notice something move that you don't want to have move, cancel it out and try to figure out a different way to pick up the whole thing or move the whole thing. Let me go right about there. Okay, that drops me down. So I'm not really worried about that. I've got to make my 2-box thing again. And I'm not really worried about that either. That's fine. Here, I think I'm going to end up with about a 30-minute video here, give or take. And put my 2 I want it to be close. You want it to be close enough so you can place a platform, but not so close that the rug is stuck underneath the platform when you're done. So just about like that. You want to give yourself, so the platform will hit just about the middle of this blue rug so you can at least pick it up later. All right, I got my platform over here. Put my blue trim rug down in there. Gotta kind of guess because I'm not exactly in the center. So I'm going to be a little bit right of center on this. Just about there. You'll learn how to do this through practice. I mean, you'll get an eyeball for it. See, there we go, right on the money. Except I got to back it off a little bit because it's about one spot too much. There, let's try that and see how that works out. Okay, so there's my platform. My basic platform for this, and I will move this box temporarily, pick up my spotted rug. I'm not sure if my platform is going to stick out the front of this or not. I didn't size the front side of it, but that's just a minor thing. I mean, you can go back and size it, resize it if you need to. I mean, I could pick up this platform, put a rug on it, pick it up, and get it out of there and move it back if it doesn't fit within my treehouse. And I may do that. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I am mostly about showing you guys how to do it. Not wanting to sit. Maybe it's because I'm standing here. That might be why. That's what it was. Because I was standing there. It wouldn't let me do it. Okay. Now, I can come up here either, right now, two ways. I can come up with the rug if I'm building, or I can come up with my teleporter. So let me put the tree in there, just to take a quick look to see how it's going to turn out. Put my tree back over here in the exact spot that it was. And that should give me a nice little platform up there inside my canopy. Let's see how far out I came. I'm curious about that platform sticking out the front or not. And no, it does not. It was actually perfect. Look at that. Perfect. You can put more floor in here if you want to in these corners, or what have you. You can make this bigger. I mean, this tree gives you an awesome amount of space to work with. And just for the heck of it, I'll go in the house real quick and grab a couple of couches or something to decorate with. Just a couple of little things. Just to give you an idea of how things look like they're sitting there. I'll use the teleporter, the handy dandy teleporter. Now again, you'll probably want to decorate without the tree in the way, but just for the sake of it, maybe not, because I can't see it. I can't see a darn thing. Maybe you'll want to move the tree anyway. It's the same thing. Decorate it and put your tree in last. I did that whenever I was building my tree city. Which, by the way, I'm going to be making a video about how to make an entire tree city here pretty soon. There we go. I'll put my couches in there. The problem with putting your furniture in this way is that you can't quite tell where the branches are going to be ahead of time, so you'll have to move and adjust a number of times. There we go. Just to have some decoration. I got a couple of couches in there. Anyhow, as I was saying, you'll have to move and adjust this a bunch of times to get around the branches because you can't really do anything about the branches and the tree being there. They don't interfere with placing of furniture or anything like that, except for the fact that they stick in the branches and don't look quite right sometimes. So you'll have to work on your own placement. All right, let me get all this stuff out of here, and in this video, give you guys a view of what's going on. Again, with this is the basics of how to do it. There is so many more things that you can do with this. You can make the floor bigger. You can have different furniture. You can have a little porch sticking out the front of it if you want. It's unlimited, which to my mind makes it as good as the Magic Treehouse, if not better. Now one of my friends is talking to me. He must know that he knows I'm here. All right, I'll let him in. I'll let him see. Well, nah, that's all right. I've got my porch turned off. I don't want to clutter up my screen with that stuff. I'll let him come in later. But this is what you get. This is what it looks like. You have your own nice little private area. You can hang out with your friends, fool around, you know. You got parties here, whatever. And it's really unlimited with what you can do. All right, guys. Well, this is the basics of it. Make your own Magic Treehouse. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Maybe leave me a comment about other games or other series you'd like for me to play. If you want, just leave a comment to talk to me or ask me a question, because I love to talk to you guys back. This is Skelomystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Skelomystic. Welcome back to a day in the life of a wizard. In the last episode, we had beat up on Rattlebones, and I had made my level 5 and celebrated by getting a few packs. And I got these neat, nifty, and slick-looking boots. I know you guys are going to be laughing at me for talking about the boots like that, but